So, hey everybody, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna try to make this short. Odin's movie blog, basically, Odin basically had the article that Mashable put up about Ray's parents that shouldn't matter. And I have been, of course, doing stuff about Star Wars lore, what it means, what it doesn't mean. And frankly, the article pisses me off. Let me explain why. The main saga, is about the Skywalker family. I know for a fact JJ intended Rey to be somebody. Rey Skywalker, Rey Solo, which would be still Skywalker lineage. Leia does have Force powers. We were never allowed to really see it unless Flying Leia is the extent of that. But JJ did intend Rey to be somebody. The idea that this person writes this article who has no idea about the lore, about the mythos surrounding Star Wars, about the long history of brother and sister duos, sibling rivalry within human mythology, with culture, our stories. Cain and Abel, and all of that. And it was quite insulting to me. I think it should be insulting to anybody who loves Star Wars, anybody who enjoys not just watching the movies, but getting into what they really mean, what they represent, and how George Lucas actually put it all together. The Joseph Campbell influence, as it were. Rey Nobody has none of that. Rey Nobody is a relevant construct based on postmodern deconstruction, and it's garbage. It's garbage. It's Frankfurt School cultural Marxism garbage, and it doesn't belong in Star Wars. And I didn't want to get into the politics, but that's what Rey Nobody really is. And the fact that JJ never intended Rey Nobody to ever happen, but apparently it did. Now we do have that voice on the wind when she's walking on the cliff saying, "You are his salvation, you are his niece. Say it." And she turns around and looks. She's kneeling down and she turns around and looks. You can hear it. It says niece. It doesn't say peace. It says niece. So, I don't know when it was put in. There were people at the theater that heard it. I was too angry to have paid attention. Considering I look at spoilers for movies like this before I go, just because I want to know what happened, what's going to happen. And we thought we had a pretty good idea, and we got bullshit, we got garbage, and then we got treated like garbage by Lucasfilm, who instead of going, "Our mistake, we're sorry," told us all to F off. But we all know that story. This is about Rey Nobody. So Rey Nobody doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense in the whole saga part of Star Wars. Now, if they want to do a character who has Force powers, who doesn't really come from anywhere, do a story about that person and have it as an offshoot. But the main saga is about the Skywalker family, hence she has to be a Skywalker. Alright, I'm sorry to tell you that. And to the people that say that's too predictable, tough shit. Tough shit. Predictability went out the window with Vader saying to Luke, "No, I am your father." Okay? You want unpredictable, write your own goddamn thing. Okay? Go out and be the next George Lucas. Okay? I'm pretty sure none of you could. Alright? And what I find fascinating is that most of the people who are actually quite well read in Star Wars, they don't understand what it means because they're not very bright, think actually that this is better for Star Wars, that we don't really need the hero's journey, we don't really need all the mythology. Why are they Star Wars fans again? Yeah, why? I mean, when did this You know, why? These are questions I need to have answered because to me, a Star Wars fan isn't a person who says, I don't really like the Star Wars hero's journey thing. It's getting kind of old. Then go watch something else. You're quite capable of doing that. All right? You know, and like I said, is it not only is it deconstructive, Frankfurt Schoolish garbage, Ray Nobody, it is also lazy. There's absolute proof that Rowan Johnson and the former Lucasfilm Story Group stole fan fiction because Last Jedi is nothing but fan fiction. There are at least 7 different ones that they were stolen. That these ideas, including disgusting, vile, puke-tastic Raylo, were found in, and then found its way into the movie. All right. So, you know, what is? If it doesn't work in the Star Wars universe, why do you do it? These are the questions that need to be answered. These are the questions that must be answered because it doesn't work. Sorry, shoot me. You know, go beat me over the head with a fungo stick. I don't really care. I mean, it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and it doesn't work. Just the same as the Uproxx article from a few days ago, or I don't know when it was. Somebody put it on my at the Facebook Star Wars Cantina, Mos Eisley Cantina, and I deleted it because it was just so stupid. I can't. I make a rule: stupid theories are not allowed in my presence. Okay, this is the theory that somehow Quira, whatever the fuck Slageration's name was, is actually Rey's mommy, and Han is her dad. Okay, where does the Force come in? Was Quira Force sensitive? Alright, let me explain something. A little math equation. All the events of that crappy movie called Solo, a Star Wars story, happened 40 years before The Force Awakens. Quira, wherever the hell the slag's name is 10 years older than Leia, which would make it virtually impossible because Rey is 10 years younger than Kyle Ron. Okay? That's why that theory is stupid. Okay? This is the same one where, this is right up there at the Jyn Erso, Cassian Andor, baby mommy theory from last year. Right up there with the stupid. Okay? Alright, so, no, she's, JJ intended to give her a lineage. The person who came up with the queer theory took everything that Kyle Ron seriously, and he's a lying son of a bitch. He was gaslighting Rey. He knows perfectly well who she was. He knew who she was the moment he heard a girl in that YT model freighter and the runaway stormtrooper and the droid were together. Who, what girl? It wasn't, there's a girl, no, it was, what girl? Okay? So there you go. Alright? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. He knows who she is. How does he know who she is? Because he was the one that left her in Jakku. He gave her, he wiped her memory, Jedi mind wipe, and left her there to die. And, you know, it could be, I mean, there are people out there that think Leia left her, and I don't think that she would do that to her daughter. It's out of character, of course. Disney, Star Wars, everybody's out of character. You know, somebody also thought that somebody read somewhere that Han and Leia left. Can you imagine Han Solo leaving his little girl in the hands of Uncle Plutt and then not remembering he had a little girl? No. You know, I'm going to explain something else. Han doesn't recognize Rey because he hadn't seen her since she was 5 years old. Okay? And a kid changes a lot from the time they're, about as tall as your knee to about 19. You probably would not recognize me if you saw pictures of me as a little girl, as a 5-year-old. All right? You wouldn't. You'd be like, that's you? He's like, yeah, it's me. That's, it's even harder to see when I was 12. Okay? So, it's just, she doesn't look the same. She wouldn't look the same. And, it's, so, that's how you explain that. Okay, that's very easily explained. And this is the easiest retcon in the world to do. So, but no, she's not queer as kid. Stop it. And she is somebody. Okay, JJ was pointing at that, and he's fixing it right now with the help. Was so happy to hear this, with the help of George Lucas in England right now helping him. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to add my 2 cents in because I'm so sick of these shells who still want to act like TLJ was a good movie when even Grace Randolph hates it now. Okay, so there you go. So this is Steph getting really sick and tired of going over this and over this and over this with people who have no idea what Star Wars is about and what it means. If you can't understand it, this isn't the movie you're looking for. This isn't the franchise you seek. This is Steph, Zero in the Galaxy.